cinema Guzzo, but he decided to go somewhere else. And in the whole point, he says to me, he says, you know, because I'd like to be able to do what you do, be your own boss and do what you want. And I looked at him and I says, wait up a minute, you think I could do what I want? He says, yeah. Well, why do you think I could do what I want? So, you know, you can come in at 10 o'clock or at 9 o'clock or whatever time you want. Yeah, but I got to work on the weekends. I said, well, what do you mean? I work on the weekends. Yeah, but that's because you want to. No, that's because my company forces me to. You're the boss. No, forget the company and who the boss is. Psychologically, if I want my dreams to occur, I have to sacrifice what I want to obtain my dream. So I want you guys to realize that dreams are great, but you realize your dreams become your boss. Ultimately, if you want to get to something, it's your dreams who will become your bosses. So you have to be careful what you dream for, because it may happen. You know, I had this, once again, I'll bring up my wife because I love her a lot and everything. And when my wife and I first got together many years ago, she said to me, she says, why can't you be more like your father or my father, and her father, and not go out every night during the week for business? Okay. And I looked at him and I said, you know, be very careful what you wish for, because one day you may get it and you won't be happy. Not too long ago, she says, you know, you work till 6 o'clock, you come home, you have dinner, you lie down on the couch and we watch TV. Can't we go out once in a while? I said, well, what do you mean? I thought this is what you wanted. You know, but not really like this. He said, what happened? This is what your father does. He works, gets home at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, eats and lies down on the couch and it's done. That's what you wanted. So, in a sense, the quest of a dream is technically positive. I mean, you know, my dream, you know, if somebody asked me when I was 16, my last year at Selwyn House, about to graduate, says, what's your dream? And I remember sitting down with a guy called Barry Williams. And Barry was an economics teacher. And he tried to explain to me that I was making a very big mistake going to college. And I never took I believe it was chemistry class. Sorry, I never took chemistry in high school. And I just didn't take chemistry. And 50 other students of my grade took chemistry. And he's sitting there and he says to me, he says, but why wouldn't you take chemistry? Because I don't need chemistry. No, but it's important. It keeps your options open. I don't want my options open. No, but you know what you want to do? Yeah, I want to become a lawyer. But your English grades are not that great. It's okay. I still want to become a lawyer. He said, but how are you going to be a good? Don't worry about it. You know, just take it easy. I want to become a lawyer. That's it. Just don't worry about it. And it was, you know, got to remember, I was 16. He was, you know, maybe mid-50s, and he's going like, what are you, insane, kid? Come on, man. So he called up my father, and my father said, listen, I pay to send him there, you guys take care of it. Well, from 9 to 5, he's your problem. When he comes back home, I'll take care of it. But I don't know, he doesn't want to take chemistry, he doesn't take chemistry. And so I would go to the library during chemistry and do all my math homework, and that's what made me a 99 percentile student in math, because I had twice the class, right? So, in the meantime, then I went to CEGEP and I went to Brebeuf, and I never finished CEGEP. So, but I did leave this province and I went to Ontario, to London, Ontario, and I went into economics. And I said this yesterday to someone, and that's why I'm going to repeat it. I said, when I got my first degree, I learned something. So in economics, I really learned a lot of stuff. Then I got a BA in business administration, and I learned some stuff. And then I came back to Montreal, and I went to law school. And that's when I realized I had nothing to learn from law school. And I really didn't. And the problem was very simple. It's because if you don't do your academic career when you're supposed to, which is now, till about the age of 25, 30, and if you do it after, you'll realize that once you're on the workforce, you're going to learn stuff that's going to make what you're going to learn in university somewhat appear obsolete. And just, you know, while I was in law school and during a tax law course, I was trying to find out and understand crystallization and rollovers of corporations and how to avoid taxes by offshore accounts and going through Barbados and everything. They were still analyzing what's considered an asset, what's considered a passive, and what's considered You know, I'm going, guys, I did this like when I was in economics. Well, what the hell, we're late. So your dreams basically, it's to say that your dreams have to adapt themselves to your reality. So the dream I had, like I said, when I was 16 was to own a movie studio. So chemistry was totally useless to me. I mean, you know, unless somebody would have explained to me why mixing a few things would have done something to the movie, I don't know. But later on in life, do I regret not taking chemistry? I should say no to make everybody, you know, feel good, but no, I don't care about chemistry. I still don't. I still really don't. You know, but there are stuff that I learned in high school that are very important in my job. And just imagine this. You know, movie theaters, before they were stadium seating, they were sloped. And a lot of people didn't understand why most theaters were sloped, but when you came to a Guzzo theater, there was what we call the banana slope. Basically, you came in at one level, it dropped down, and then right near the front, it would go back up. And so, I mean, I didn't even know, and then I asked my father, why do we go back up? He goes, because we want to avoid the stairs to have the emergency exit. Because if we have the stairs, then we have to have a problem for the people who are in a wheelchair, so we're more wheelchair friendly, etc., etc., etc. In the meantime, now we go to stadium seating, right? I walk into a theater and I'm just looking at these guys building this theater, and there's architects, engineers, and all kinds of people just sitting there. And they've got this guy up in the back, which is called the booth, where the movie comes out of. And he's like up there throwing a rope at another guy who's halfway, and the guy's pulling on the rope, and they're holding this rope. And I looked at them and I said, what are you guys doing? Because we're trying to find out the distance from that window to the middle of the screen. Yeah, you want to know the throw. Yeah, that's right, we need to know the throw. Okay? But what are you doing? Oh, we're going to stretch the rope from there to here, and we're going to get the throw. Didn't you guys ever hear of x squared plus y squared equals z squared? The guy looks at me and says, what? Yeah, you just take the distance from that wall to this wall, take the measurement from that corner all the way up, and it gives you the... And they all looked at me, and you know, and I sat there and I said, geez, I got an architect, got engineers, what the hell am I paying for? But all that to say what? Ultimately, guys, the secret of success, you see, we went from dreams to success. If you haven't figured it out, it basically means this. If you could get 15 different degrees, you should. Because that's exactly what you're going to need to run a company. The truth of the matter is, I have way too